Alright, so we've known for a while now that Fender was releasing 75th anniversary guitars. And one of the ones that caught my eye was the made in Mexico 75th anniversary Stratocaster. The color looked pretty cool. I've been in the market for a single coil Strat. I know I keep buying Strats and putting humbuckers in them, but I originally had planned on doing like a David Gilmour type of inspired guitar. But I seen this and I was like, that's fairly cool looking. And it was on my list of gets for this year because I'm sure they're not going to be around forever. So first, let's check out some specs on this thing. It is an alder body with a gloss polyester finish, maple neck with a modern C-shape maple fretboard. It is finished. 22 frets, synthetic bone nut, black dot inlays, satin urethane finish on the back of the neck with a gloss urethane headstock finish. I imagine that's what's on the fretboard itself. I'm not 100% sure. 25.5 inch scale length, 9.5 inch fretboard radius, medium jumbo frets, 1.65 inches or 42 millimeters at the nut. For electronics, we have vintage style 60s single coil Strat pickups, master volume, neck and middle pickup tone, bridge pickup tone, 5-position blade switch, 2-point synchronized tremolo with bent steel saddles, standard cast sealed tuning machines, parchment plastic control knobs, 4-bolt neck, nickel chrome hardware, 3-ply black white black pick guard, parchment switch tip. It also comes with the deluxe gig bag, and the neck plate has a fancy 75th anniversary logo on the neck plate. First things first, this guitar is absolutely beautiful in person. Things that don't come across in the pictures is the finish kind of subtly changes depending on how the light hits it. Normally it's kind of like this, but at some light angles it kind of takes on a like a goldish hue, which is pretty cool. In the right light, it actually doesn't look that dissimilar from my metallic gold Stratocaster that I built last year. I don't really know how much I can add to this because this is basically a made in Mexico Stratocaster. I imagine the pickups, since they're kind of vague on them, vintage style 60s pickups, I feel like these might be the same pickups that are in a Vintara, but I don't know because I've never played a Vintara or had one apart. So I can't say that with any absolute certainty, but I would imagine since, you know, the Player Series, the Vintaras, and this are all made in the same plant, it just kind of seems logical. The fretwork is pretty good. There's no real sharp fret edges. They did their due diligence on that. Nothing buzzes or rings out. And played really well out of the box. Now I will say I did do a setup on it because I was pretty excited about this guitar. Typically, I just kind of leave them how they are until I get through the review, and then I set them up to my liking, usually because I'm modding them anyways. But in this instance, since I'm not going to change I'm not even going to change the tuning machines. Usually I put locking tuners on it, I'm not even going to change the tuning machines. I'm going to leave this guitar alone. I mean, it's a Strat through and through. You know, what else can you say? Really, what sets it apart is the finish and the fact that it's a 75th anniversary Stratocaster. The only change, I take that back, the only change I did make is I got rid of the string tree because I hate them. And I didn't put a roller tree on because I didn't want to drill the headstock. So I just used a Graphtec string tree in place of the factory one. I still have it, but I don't like those. They're a pain in the ass and to keep lubricated and all that stuff. I did do a basic setup to Fender specifications on this guitar, and I strung it up with Dunlop 10 through 46 strings. But other than that, I mean, it sounds like a Strat, you know. It's not as high output as the single coil pickups that are in the Player Series Strats, which is what kind of leads me to believe these might be the Ventara pickups. I mean, they could be pickups made just for this guitar. I don't know, but I don't think it is. They are. But they sound pretty good. I got little sound clips sprinkled here and there, and here's the thing, all right? The honest, straight to the point thing about this guitar. If you're in the market for a Stratocaster and you don't want to spend more than $1,000, anything from the Made in Mexico line is going to suit your needs. And this guitar feels no different than any of the Made in Mexico stuff. If I had to break it down into pros and cons, pros, plays nice out of the box, sounds good, has that nice warm vintagey vibe, that Strat clang, or that Strat twang, and typical Strat sounds that they're known for when you have single coil pickups in them. The tuning machines work well, the trem works fine, fret ends are nice. Your mileage may vary there depending on where you're at and what kind of climate you're in. And it looks cool. I mean, the finish is cool and it's unique. It's probably not something you're going to be able to get after this year or whenever they run out of these. I guess for cons, it's an $850 guitar that I can't tell you need. It's just kind of, it fills a want more than anything. But if you're in the market and you like the look of it, you can't go wrong with it. And if you're just looking for a little collector's item for your guitar collection and this appeals to you, you can't go wrong with it. You'll have something to hang on the wall and something that you can play that sounds good and feels good to play. So yeah, I like it. I'm glad I got it, but I mean, I didn't need it. I wanted it. But anyways, you guys know the drill. Rate, comment, subscribe. It helps out. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.